Hi guys, it's me Dixie Kane. I had my procedure done on August 2nd at Emmanuel Hospital. I had lost 1 pound overnight, so I was 227 when I checked into the hospital, and that was my scale and the hospital scale. So we were and I was fully dressed on the hospital scale. So I am, today is the 6th. I am 4 days post-op today. I had the RNY done from a sleeve to an RNY. And they had complications. When they got in there, it turned out that I had, excuse me guys, that I had a lot of adhesions from past surgeries, gallbladder and hysterectomy and all that. And so they said my gut was full of adhesions. And they did fix my hiatal hernia. And they said that the adhesions had attached themselves to everything, like my diaphragm, everything. So he was trying to cut them away from the diaphragm, and somehow a vein started to bleed uncontrollably. And he said it filled up the cavity so fast that he thought he was going to have to open me completely up. But at the last second, one of his techs found the leak and put a dissolvable sponge up against it until they could try and get some sutures. And sorry guys, it hurts to talk. And it formed a clot around the vein and the sponge. So he, what would have happened if you pulled the sponge off? It would have took the clot with it. So, and when he'd have had the same problem all over again. So he decided to leave the dissolvable sponge in place, and end it there. He did finish the RNY. And then he left orders for the nurses not to make me get up and walk. I was to have bed rest because he didn't want that bleed to bleed more. They did give me the Levinox shot before surgery, and he thinks that's what caused the bleeding. But after that, I was supposed to get them until I went home from the hospital, and he had decided that he wasn't going to, they were not going to mess with that because they didn't want it to break down the clots and for it to start bleeding again. So I did not have to have the Levinox shots from there on out. I'm going to give you a quick shot of my incisions real quick. I've got 6. Hang on, it's hard for me to move. I've got hang on. Okay. Oh. All right. So I've got this one here below and off to the side of my belly button. And I've got one on top of the belly button. And then I've got this guy here in the middle. And this guy here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6th. These are the 2 where they worked out of the most. And this one gives me the lightning bolt feeling. and it feels almost as if they broke my rib. So it's hard for me to talk. I did get out yesterday afternoon, but when I got home, all I wanted to do was sleep. I had no problems holding down my fluids. I had no problems holding down my fluids. Fluids stayed down. I did get to start drinking late in the first day. And I did just 2 ounces at a time. And I did really well with that, so they moved me on to 4 ounces. But I had to hold 4 ounces consecutively hours. And I couldn't quite do it. I didn't do it overnight. Therefore, he was not going to let me go home unless I could prove to him I could do it for 3 to 4 hours in a row. And he did finally let me go home. But all I'm on here at home, Tylenol. It's not even Tylenol 3, it's just plain Tylenol. Doesn't quite cut the pain. And I've not had day 4, and I still have not had a bowel movement. I did buy some milk of magnesia, and I'll probably start that tomorrow if I don't start to produce, although I am passing gas really good and easy. And I keep wanting to cough, and I cannot cough because it feels like I'm ripping things apart. He did say he had to put in an extra stitch, and he also said that when he got in there, my sleeve was all wonky, and he said that's probably why I wasn't able to lose any weight with my sleeve. My sleeve had somehow started to twist. It started to twist, and it was kind of all out of proportion where it should be. And he put it back into place, and he stitched it in place. So he put it back where it should be, and he stitched it so it would stay and won't move. And then he went on to do my hernia and finished the RNY. And if it weren't for them damn adhesions, I probably would not have had the vein bleed. But you know, things happen. And I was in surgery for 3 hours. Norma's 2. We were only expecting 2, but because of the vein bleed and they couldn't get it under control at first, it went on to 3 hours before my family had heard anything from them. Like I said, I'm just doing regular Tylenol, and I'm doing a muscle relaxer to help the spasms from my gut here 3 times a day. And they downed my blood pressure medicine from 20 milligrams to 10, and I'm on protonics for my stomach to make sure that I don't get any ulcers or anything like that. So that's my story, guys. I tried to do footage at the hospital, and it's on my phone, and for some reason Facebook won't let me, or YouTube won't let me upload it. So I'm gonna try and get it in the computer. I'll add that in a day or so. I'm just still really sore, and I just don't feel like sitting on my stomach this way. I've been sleeping over here in my recliner, in my lift chair, and that's where I've been pretty much. You can see all my meds laying here, and they gave me this little cup. They gave me 3 of these little cups, one to put in each room, the living room, this room, and my bedroom. And I am sipping on plain water. I did do a protein shake with the protein water for my protein for today. I only drank half. I'll drink the other half between now and bedtime, and we'll go from there. I'm not going to weigh myself because I already know still got a lot of swelling in my gut, and there's just no sense in it. So I did not weigh myself, but I was 227 the day of surgery. That's about all I got for you guys. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll try and see if I can get the hospital footages put up. I don't know if I can or not. We'll try it though. Okay, I love you all. Bye.